turn on your camera. I mean, I don't know why you can't, but maybe because you don't have your makeup on or your hair is not combed or whatever. But if you could turn on your cameras, I'd appreciate it. Ganapati Govind. I think I saw him there earlier.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, I am here.
Your camera's on, but you're in the dark. Is that it?
Yes, Prabhuji, that's right.
Well, that's very helpful.
After hearing your class, I will go towards the light. I will be enlightened after hearing your class.
Like more. Okay, maybe you can do the Sanskrit for me. And I'm assuming you're going to probably need a little light so you can read it.
You want me to recite the verse?
Yeah, just chant the verse. Chant
Okay. Rasaj, bro, you are going to share your screen? Okay, let's recite the verse. 1 second, Prabhuji. Dosher etahi kula agnanam Varna Sankara Karakai Utsadayante Jati Dharmaha Kul Dharmascha Shashvataha Dosheritai Kulagnanam Varna Sankara Karakai Utsadayante Jati Dharma Kul Dharmascha Shashvataha Dosheritai Kulagnanam Varna Sankara Karakai Utsadayante Jati Dharma Kul Dharmascha Shashvataha. Anyone else would like to say?
Doshairetai kulagnanam Varnasankara karakai Utsyadente jati dharmaha Kula dharmascha shashvataha
Dosher iti kulagnanam Varnasankara karkaya Utsyadante jati dharma Kula dharmascha sasvata Dosherete kulajnanam Varna Shankara karake Utsadayante jati dharma Kula dharmascha sashvata
Doshairetoi kulagnanam Varna Shankara karakai Utsadante jati dharma Kula dharmascha shashvataha
Doshrete kulajnanam Varna Shankara karake Uttana jati dharma Kala dharma cha shashvata
Doshair et kulagnanam दोषेरे
कुलग्नानां
वर्णशङ्करकराकै
वर्णशङ्करकारकै
उत्सद्यन्ते जातिधर्मः
उत्साद्यन्ते
जातिधर्मः
जातिधर्मः
कुलधर्मस्य शाश्वतः
कुलधर्मस्य
कुलधर्मस्य
शाश्वतः
शाश्वतः
Doshaya,
Doshe
by such faults,
by
such
by
faults,
such faults.
Etai, all these,
all
All
these
these
Kulagnanam,
kuladhanam
of the destroyers of the family,
of the
destroyers
destroyers
of
of the
the
destroyers of
family.
the family.
Varnasankara,
Varnasankara,
Varnasankara
of unwanted children,
Of
of
unwanted
unwanted
children,
children,
Karakai,
Karakai,
which are causes,
which are causes,
which are caused
Usadyante,
Usadhyante,
are devastated,
are
are
devastated.
devastated.
Jati Dharmaha,
Jati
Dharma,
Dharma,
community projects,
community projects,
Kular Dharmaha,
Kuladharma,
family traditions,
family
traditions,
traditions,
Ja,
cha,
also,
also,
Jashvataha,
Shashvataha,
eternal,
eternal,
by the evil deeds of those who destroy the family tradition and thus give rise to unwanted children. All kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated. Report. Community projects for the four orders of human society, combined with family welfare activities as they are set forth by the institutions of Sanatan Dharma or Varnashram Dharma, are designed to enable the human being to attain his ultimate salvation. Therefore, the breaking of the Sanatan Dharma tradition by irresponsible leaders of society brings about chaos in that society, and consequently, people forget the aim of life, Vishnu. Such leaders are called blind, and persons who follow such leaders are sure to be led into chaos. Dosher etai kulagnanam varnasankara karakai utsadyante jati dharma kula dharmascha shashvataha. By the evil deeds of those who destroy the family tradition and thus give rise to unwanted children, all kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nivasesa Sunyavadi Pastichade Satarane. So we're still talking on this Varnasankara. I think it starts with, Ojanath and all these men, okay. Starts with the destruction of dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of the family becomes involved in irreligion. When irreligion is prominent in the family, O Krishna, the women of the family become polluted. And from the degradation of womanhood, O descendant of Rishi, comes unwanted progeny. An increase of unwanted population certainly causes hellish life, both for the family and for those who destroy the family tradition. The ancestors of such corrupt families fall down, because the performance of offering them food and water are entirely stopped. By the evil deeds of those who destroy the family tradition and thus give rise to unwanted children, all kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated. So here, Arjuna is giving some logical steps in why this war is not a good idea. Now, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Arjuna knows that he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But as I mentioned previously, and I'm sure other people have, he was put into this illusion. And he's asking Krishna some questions. Normally, I would think if Krishna comes and asks you to do something, now you see him and you have no doubt that he's the original personality of Godhead, you would try to do it. But he's questioning whether he should fight this war or not. And he's got really good reasons. And the first time I read Bhagavad Gita, I was completely on Arjuna's side. I was thinking he was right. Why should he fight this war? Just let him have it. Just live anyway. First, I read a different Bhagavad Gita. And then when I read Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, I understood the verses in an impersonal way. And then I read Prabhupada's purports, and I remember thinking, how did he get that from this? Because I got something completely different. And then this is true. I'm reading Bhagavad Gita every single day for approximately 3 weeks, at least 3 weeks. And I'm reading Krishna book every day for 3 weeks, but I still had an impersonal understanding of God. And one day after 3 weeks, I'm at the Sunday feast. I go to the Sunday feast for the last 2 weeks before that. And while I'm talking to one of the devotees, because they were very good, and I'm pretty sure we do the same thing here that we did then, is everyone would go to a new person. And we had a lot of new people coming in, and you'd sit down with the new person and you talk to them, you preach to them, you tell them about Krishna consciousness during prasadam. So one devotee is talking to me, and he says something, and then I remembered saying, "You mean Krishna is a person?" And he said, "Yes." And then I said, "Oh," then everything made so much more sense, because I reading it, knowing it's spiritual, knowing it's right, but I just had a different understanding. Then when I found out God is a person, I could understand all of these things. Now, as God is a person, we have a personal relationship with him. We can talk to him. So I gave an example last time about even our spiritual master. Generally, I mean, if Srila Prabhupada told me to do anything, I would just attempt to do it. I would never question it at all. Like, well, can I do it this way or can I do it that way? Which is perfectly fine, but I wouldn't have done that. It seems like when you're more advanced, that's what I think, or you have a closer relationship with the guru, you might question things. You're not questioning anything in a sense that, well, I'm not going to do this. No, I'm going to do whatever you want, but I just want to make sure it's clear in my mind exactly what you want. And I want to also point out some things that you may not be seeing. So here, Arjuna is pointing out to Krishna some things he may not be seeing. Like, if we kill all these people, who's going to protect the woman? The woman is going to have unwanted progeny. Over in what's this verse here? An increase of unwanted population. So it's not an increase of population. This world can take care of millions and millions or billions of people, but it's an increase of unwanted population. Unwanted population is population who are born not because you even want the child or because you're performing some samskara, some purificatory act before conceiving the child, but it's just completely just something that just happened. Uh, in other words, what you should plan to have a child. You should perform some purificatory acts before conception. There are different things that we can do. Garbhadam, samskara, and so we can do something so we can have children that will be devotees, basically, as far as we're concerned nowadays. But even in other times, what they were devotees, but there was also this Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras, and people generally had children according to what they were. And now, of course, Kalo Shudra Sambhava, everyone in Kali Yuga was born a Shudra. But from a Shudra, you can make yourself, I'm going to change this view here to view everybody. I can see you people. Okay, I see one person. I asked if everyone can put on their cameras. One person followed the instruction. Now you might think that, why does he want us to put on his camera? So you can ask. I'd like you to put your cameras on so that I can see you, so I feel I'm talking to somebody. It's not easy to talk to just a bunch of names or talk to myself with just my picture. So it just makes it easier for the speaker. And I think we should do this for everyone. It's nicer for them. And I can see not doing it if you don't have a good internet connection. It may not work. It may take too much. I don't know. I'm not an internet guy, but if you can turn on your, oh, also I can see you not turning on your videos if you're not there. And you just have it up and you're somewhere else. So that's another good reason not to turn it on. But if you're actually there, turn it on. It's not that hard. Okay. So talking about how the Krishna consciousness is a personal philosophy, and Arjuna is questioning Krishna to make sure he understands all these things. Mainly because Arjuna is in illusion and Arjuna is thinking, I don't want to fight, and he has good reasons not to want to fight. He doesn't want to destroy his family, kill his relative. He loves these people, and now he has to kill them. He doesn't want to do it. So he's coming up with different excuses. And of course, Krishna defeats all of these different reasons, but they're good reasons. And he's also a very pious person. He's very pious, so he doesn't want to kill. Why unnecessarily kill these people? Better I'll just beg. How am I going to enjoy a kingdom anyway? If all the people that I want to enjoy this kingdom with are going to be killed, what's the use of that? So he has different reasons. Now, community projects for the 4 orders of human society. I already mentioned the 4 orders, the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. So what are these community projects? I'm not positive what community projects are in this particular case of the 4 Varnas. It says, and combined with family welfare activities, as they are set forth by the Institute of Sanatana Dharma or Varnashram Dharma, are designed to enable the human being to attain his ultimate salvation. So the whole point of these varnas and ashramas is to bring one